morning, or afternoon, or evening, and welcome to the Game Theory Insights podcast with me, Phil, who surprisingly will be hosting today, and I'm joined by...
I'm Phil, I'm the usual host, but due to lack of planning, I've also taken a sideline for this podcast.
Oh no.
I'm Simon, again, and I'm back again with my news section.
I love it.
I have some cracking stories for us today.
Well, we'll look forward to that later in the podcast. But for now, we're gonna start with a question, and that question is: why is The Witcher so expensive? Or more broadening the topic a bit, why are AAA games more expensive than they used to be?
I think the price of a game is proportionate to how much sex is in it.
There's quite a lot. There's quite a lot in The Witcher.
You just wanna come out with that? No, because
Actually, no, that's not true at all. Just discount that. I was thinking like...
well, do you want to give us the reasoning behind
In The
that?
Witcher, you have sex on the back of a unicorn, right? And it's an expensive
I'll take your
game.
word for it.
But in, like... in Farming Simulator, there's no sex, and that's a cheaper game.
It's quite expensive though.
Yeah, but it's cheaper, isn't it?
It is.
You
cheaper.
are completely correct
What?
in your statement.
How much sex gets had in Call of Duty?
Rape when I play online, frequent. Like,
teabagging.
It's disgusting. There's teabagging everywhere. So, some.
Other than that, is it? That's different. That's you abusing. That's everyone
me
abusing game mechanics. That's you being.
No, I'm the bad one.
Oh, you're the one on the receiving end.
Good at video games. You've been horribly mistaken.
But how much is built into the game? For example, the campaign. How much?
I don't know. I've never played a Call of Duty campaign.
Well,
Also, those are some naked people on the back of a unicorn.
Exactly. I'm not wrong. About that.
No, you're right. Maybe we can.
We'll put that in the link in the description.
Can we get a link in the description?
We probably won't. Not gonna lie to you. We're a family-friendly show. Like, all of the family dislike us.
Well, I was gonna say, within like a minute of beginning, you're just like, sex is important for games.
We unify families. We bring them close together by everyone being like, what are these three tossers talking about?
Straight away, just like...
That's like
the father
6-year-old
walks in and is like,
Beth.
no.
Yeah.
Just who are they? Who the hell do you think that you are?
We're people who are trying to make money on the internet. That's who we are.
Alright.
Haven't made very much sense.
No, we have not. You're not wrong.
So click the like and subscribe button at the bottom.
I don't think that actually...
No, it doesn't.
That
We get money from
but then like they're more.
So the very
eyes
fact
come
that
back.
you've listened this far is...
may or may not make us money depending on how, if you use ad blocker or not. I hope you don't use that.
Please don't use adblock. We need this.
Well, that's all because I do.
Oh, Simon!
Simon.
You're setting a bad example.
Or, to make up for that, you can subscribe to me on Twitch. It's $4.99 a month and you'll be able to not watch me stream.
Because you'll be able to stream.
But I will. I stream like once a month, maybe.
What do you stream?
Hearthstone, usually. Maybe Lord of the Rings. League of Legends. I'll stream. If you send me a free game, I'll stream.
So there's something to look forward to. Simon, do you have any insights onto
Games
and their prices?
Well, I had a point. I'm trying to construct it effectively.
Is it about the cost of production of video games?
Yeah, it is.
Same.
Well, because if you, in theory, like if you give a game company more money through paying more money for the game,
right,
then in theory they should be able to produce a better game for you later on.
But it happens
because they have more money from the game.
Doesn't it happen the other way around though? Because the game gets produced before the money comes in.
Yeah, but
but for the next game,
the money that you make from a video game will go into the production of the next video game.
Yeah.
What about one-off games?
That's what Kickstarter's for.
Because you have no money.
Or Patreon.
Yeah.
What's Patreon?
It's like Kickstarter, but you don't have to give the money until the product's been finished.
Yeah.
So it's like a not crap Kickstarter.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
No, it does, doesn't it? Content creators, you just like, I'll make this video if you give me this much money. But then once the video's out, they get the money.
Wait, so
So
They don't use the video to get the money.
What they do is they're like, okay, you give me, say like, give me £100 and I'll blow up a watermelon in slow motion. And then people are like, I pledged £10, and if they get £100, then like, okay, I'll make this video of the watermelon exploding. And then that video goes out, and then they get the money.
Oh, okay. So they only get the money once the product has been delivered.
But I don't know if it would really work that much for big projects, because you need the money in order to do the project.
Speaking of which, Patreon Game Free Insights.
Is that a partnership that we endorse?
No, it's not. We don't have. We had partnerships. We don't have partnerships with them, and no sponsorship deals.
Oh.
So that's not a partnership that we endorse.
Don't go on Patreon,
but we might like to.
We'll
potentially if you're listening, if you're out there,
wpwhittingham@gmail.com for all business emails.
Drop us a cheeky line.
And abuse. We do both.
Is there a lot of
send your angry
No,
letters
it's just not. It's just
this
me
guy.
interviewing people. Really, it's pretty great.
That is pretty great.
That's it. Really.
Fair.
So we've decided that the price of why The Witcher is so expensive is that it costs a lot to produce.
Yes.
Is that what we've
And
decided?
they want to get more money so they can produce a good game.
I've got a question, right?
Right.
In games, The Witcher, does it use like for that animation? Do they have people actually like in like those mocap suits to do the animation for it?
They do for some games,
If
like
they-
they did for Twin Souls,
If they do
Two
for
Souls.
that, how do sex scenes work with mocap suits?
Well, there's only one way, surely.
No, but like you'd think they wouldn't do that, though, would they?
Well, there's a porn industry for a reason. I don't know.
Don't say that.
I do not know. I don't think they use mocap suits for that many
Maybe-
games, though.
Is it just like?
I think most games
animated.
are
Do
still
they use them
just
for FIFA?
animated.
I have a memory of them using them for
Yeah,
FIFA.
I think they do. Yeah,
Yeah, but last time I checked, FIFA did not include sex scenes.
it doesn't. Well, I don't know
There are some weird glitches
downloading.
out there on the internet. No, have you seen? You must have seen them where there's sort of like someone's celebrating a goal and then all of a sudden they're just entangled with someone else and you're just like, oh, all right. I didn't realise you were that happy about going 1-0 up against Scunthorpe, but clearly you are.
And that, kids, is how babies are made.
When mummy and daddy love each other very much.
When Daddy goes 1-0 up against Scunthorpe.
It all kicks off. Yes, I did just use all kicks off as a football pun. You're welcome.
Hey,
Internet.
I love it.
Who doesn't?
Simon.
Someone must not.
No, you're not wrong. So, did we come to a conclusion on video games expensiveness?
I don't know. You
We
posed
got off with
a
so many
question.
tangents.
You posed a question.
Did we answer that? We did answer.
What was your question?
Your question. Well, let's not go back to the question.
The
Simon.
amount we put in is becoming more and more mature content, and we can't monetize mature content. So,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's going to have to be a heavily censored.
oh, to be fair, Rooster Teeth go further than this, and they're not mature. So, no, they're not mature content. They're not well. Let's not name drop and slander
That's not
more successful entities than us.
like machinima.
Who
Who said that? Who said that?
Oh no.
No. I mean, in Machinima, you want a partnership deal with us? Just email me, WQ Whittingham.
We don't want a partnership deal with you.
What if they paid us?
What if
You need to
all
like
the other
actually do something.
billion channels?
though.
But I'm up for.
That's the problem, isn't it? When you subscribe to Machinima, you're like, this is going to be great, and it
It never is.
never is.
It never is.
You never get the content you signed up for. You just get loads of content you haven't heard.
Also, you'd get, like, if you sign up to Machinima, you have to sign that in blood, and you can't go anywhere else. Apparently.
Oh,
Oh.
That's why.
is that like the kerfuffle there was with Riot about streaming Blizzard games?
No, the reason that Riot don't want people to stream Blizzard games one in their loading times is so that Blizzard don't get, like, publicity. Because they're direct rivals. It's
Oh,
mainly,
yeah.
They are now.
It's mainly
They are
because
now.
Heroes of the
Yeah,
Storm.
at the time they weren't though.
No, they
Really?
were because Heroes of the Storm was in development.
Oh,
So they
okay.
were like, we need to clear this up now before.
Before it becomes a real issue.
Oh, it's not going to be an issue because have you seen the number of people who watch professional Heroes of the Storm?
Probably not
Is
that
it
many.
small?
All 6 of them.
Oh.
All 6 of them.
So is there not a big esports scene around Heroes of the Storm?
There's becoming one. There's like it's
There was Heroes of the Dawn.
Well, it's considering that Heroes of the Storm isn't actually out yet.
What's
Well,
Heroes
no.
of the Dawn?
It's a like
It was like-
a YouTube thingy, wasn't it?
Well, no, they like told like American schools they were like, if you wanna participate as like a team of 5 for your team in like this big contest,
Okay.
like school v school,
Yeah.
and then like the winner gets like some tuition fee money. So it's like by playing this game, you are possibly funding your education.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like, there's some teams like already for Heroes of the Dawn. Like, Jesse Cox owns the team
yeah, it does.
apparently.
So although it's now gone into open beta, I think,
What Heroes of the
Stop
Storm?
now.
Yeah.
Now.
as of like yesterday.
Oh, that makes all my beta
Day
keys
before.
useless.
Yeah, I know. All 4
Sell
of them, which I'm yet
Sell
to
them
use.
quickly.
Yes.
Sell them if there's
So there's
still
like less than
foolish
2
enough to buy
weeks
them.
until it comes out. Probably,
Yeah,
so.
it doesn't.
Can you sell things on Blizzard, like Blizzard stuff?
No, there's no Blizzard store.
What do you mean? Well, there is a Blizzard.
Is there like a
No, but there's
marketplace
no
for
like
Blizzard?
Blizzard marketplace. It's not like Steam marketplace.
Oh no.
You can't
Because I
sell
remember,
marketplace.
like, this is slightly different, but okay, it's a new question. What do we think about the idea of like? I mean, obviously, esports is sort of one thing, but earning a living from video games. So, because I remember reading
What
about.
do you mean by earning a video?
So- I'll
living.
elaborate.
That one.
I remember reading about people who, I assume, earn their whole living by what they would do is they would play World of Warcraft and like get
like gold miners.
yeah, well, quest like ridiculously expensive items and then sell them on eBay.
Yeah.
Well, that becomes the issue with that is not so much the person making a living off it; it's the people being able to pay real money for extremely strong items, which goes back into the pay-to-win nonsense.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Although with the example of World of Warcraft, a lot of that is fixed because a lot of items are bind on pickup, which means the moment you pick them up,
It's
You
not.
can't sell
you
them
can't sell them off to another player.
But shouldn't you be able to trade items like in game, at least for more in-game currency?
Maybe.
But the problem with that is
I dunno.
if you say, "Oh, I'll sell it on eBay," and then they can give me like a nominal fee for the item
Yeah.
when I trade it in game, which would be the issue. But like, I don't know. In World of Warcraft, is PvP like a big thing?
Yeah.
Oh, then don't worry about my point then. I'm done. No, I was gonna make a point about PvP not being big, but
It is quite big.
don't play that game, so couldn't tell you.
No, see, I like being able to sort of buy and sell to like trade stuff
Like in FIFA Ultimate Team.
in games. Well, yeah, like in FIFA where you just sort of make some cheeky profiteering on the marketplace.
Well, no, there's the auction house where
Yeah, but
This
can
is World of Warcraft now.
this is World of Warcraft.
you FIFA?
No, where like you can sell like crafted things.
Okay.
And you can occasionally get like mounts and pets and things on there as well. And a lot of the crafted items are necessary if you want good gear.
And is that player to player?
Yeah,
So-
that's player to player.
Yeah, okay.
So
And are you a big fan of the auction house? Or?
I am, because it means I don't have to spend time getting like these other things which I need, which would make it a
Too
lot
busy
more difficult.
raiding.
Yeah.
But isn't that the same as it's the same principle of I don't have to spend time to do this.
It is
If I
a
can
similar
just buy it.
principle, but I'm using in-game currency.
What if you'd paid
So-
for that? Can you pay for in-game currency in World of Warcraft? Can you buy it with
Almost
money?
certainly.
Well, you can get it from the dodgy sites.
Oh, www.worldofwarcraftcoins.com, etc.
Yeah.
BuyMoreRAM.com.
Buymoreram.com.
Yeah.
Is there not an official way to do it then?
I don't think there is.
It's like bloody www.buyviewsformyoutubevideos.com. Believe me, they are dark.
Oh, Phil.
No,
Although there is the WoW token, which you can buy for real money, and then you can sell it in game for cash.
why would you buy a WoW token?
Because you can use it to give you game time.
Oh, so it's like trading away data. Oh no.
Yeah,
You can sell it for in-game currency.
Yeah.
So it's also like a transfer mechanism between real money and in-game currency.
Yeah.
So you can buy.
So that's the official. Yeah, that's the official way of doing it.
Okay.
I do love
That was
the
recently implemented by Blizzard, though. So.
So, well, then isn't it like, is there a big difference then between just straight up like using real money to buy an item from someone else, like on eBay, or using real money to buy in-game currency, which you then use to buy the item from the guy.
Um,
I suppose the question is, is there a way to convert in-game currency back?
well, you can use the in-game currency to buy the WoW token off the auction house. You can use it. You can get the WoW
you
token.
sell WoW tokens? I guess you could sell the WoW token on eBay.
Yeah, I guess so.
In a way, that's sort of self-reliant, isn't it? In that, like, the only way to get the money back out is to have other people who will pay you real money for things.
Yeah.
In game.
And how many people are willing to do that?
I don't know.
I think the WoW token has been relatively successful. I don't know because I haven't been on WoW recently. But its release has been relatively successful, and there's been all sorts of like monetary changes like the stock market,
the WoW token market.
WoW stocks. I love WoW stocks. I'd play that game. WoW entrepreneur. Pandora. Go to meetings about fiscal responsibility.
Of Pandora.
You raid the lunchroom for sandwiches. Would you not play that game? Because I would. I know I would.
It'd be fantastic. Well, I know on so EVE Online, I think, is a game that has a big sort of a big emphasis on economies. I was reading.
It's about like the shitfest of that fight that will cost like £2 million.
I don't know.
Yeah, because when your ship, when your ship gets destroyed, like that's it.
And anything on the ship is done. So there was like a massive ship. Like there were two clans, and they had massive ships that were carrying like in-game time, basically.
Yeah.
Of real money, and they attacked.
Wait, so sorry, the in-game time costs.
Basically, in-game time costs money, but then you can have it, and you can trade it, and then you carry it on your ships. And they were two like huge freighter ships being like defended by like the clanny little ships.
Right.
There was a huge fight, and both of the big ships went down.
And then everyone lost their mind.
It was something like maybe like 6 months of game time were lost in about 2 minutes. You've got to think, like, imagine if you're that guy who shot the last shot into that freighter, then throw it down. You're like, I just ruined someone's day, yay! And you fly off into the distance on your like noble steed. You ride off.
Oh, I was reading a.
It's just the worst feeling ever. When 6 months worth of game time and actual money
just
goes,
just
disappears.
It's just destroying someone's money, really.
Yeah, it's good banter, isn't it?
Well, I was reading about a guy who
not for the helmsman
who defrauded a. So he was playing EVE Online, and he like got into it, and he started like a little fund. So he started going to people and advertising on like forums and stuff, saying so in EVE Online, I don't know if you know, you have to get to build a ship you need a blueprint.
Yeah.
And so he was like, okay, he was going on forums and stuff and posting, and him and his friend were saying to people, okay, look, we're getting together we're going to buy a blueprint to make like the most powerful ship in the game, right? And so we're going to crowdfund it. So if you give us a bit of money, we'll give you a copy of the blueprint once we've got all the money together to buy the blueprint. And he basically defrauded it was a massive fraud. And he just took all their money and ran. He took it all and ran. There was no blueprint at the end of it.
Did he get the blueprint?
No.
Oh,
he did.
Oh, he got a yacht.
Maybe he did get the blueprint. I don't know. I remember. Maybe we can find this.
No, but if you built that ship and you didn't give the money back, you know that you've got about 100 angry bounty hunters on your tail the entirety of the time you're running online.
Yeah, but I think what he did, maybe he just closed his account or something. I remember because basically it's like an 8-page story of how he like in real life he's like running to libraries to use phones so he can call people about this game, like all sorts of like mad stuff. And he's getting like angry phone calls from people who are like, you just screwed me over in this game, I'll kill you. And he's just like leaves the library. But
that's brilliant.
Yeah, so like I love the idea that you could sort of he frauded people out of real money
in a video game.
In a video game.
Speaking of EVE Online, do you remember Dark Orbit?
Vaguely.
Yeah, that game was fantastic.
I don't remember much about it.
It was so good. It was like a MMO. It was a free-to-play MMO back in the day. It was like a space war. Oh, it was
the days of free-to-play MMOs.
Do you remember Icarus? No, Icarium.
Icarium wasn't an MMO though, was
What
it?
was
It was like a strategy game.
And there was like.
It was sort of like what Clash of Clans is now,
Yeah, but it was like.
but better
Yeah,
because it was like
it was.
computer
That was fantastic. Oh, it was so good.
throwback. I think that game's still around actually. In fact, I know that game's still around because a few months ago I was like, I wonder if that game's still around. I checked and it was.
Ghibli.
I was like, I might get back into it. Played it for a day, didn't get back.
Can you not? Can you still get on your account?
I don't know because I don't think I have the details for my old
Yeah,
game.
I know, I can't remember mine either.
But
That's a throwback. That was such a good game.
I think what infuriates me with those games is you can't binge them.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
I have one of those games, I want to just sit down and play it for like a good couple hours, but I can't because
It's not
like
so-
beyond a certain point, you have to because
Yeah,
it's
you're
real
right.
time based.
Yeah.
You have to wait for things, and it's like well,
Yeah.
now I can't do anything till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, so what's the point?
Yeah, they're not. It's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we think about that? What do we think about like games being sort of real time? So like even if you turn off your console, like the timer is still...
Okay, it's fine as long as it's a feature on a game which you don't have to play like that, or if it's a mobile game. Other than that, no, stop it.
I'm not such a fan of the ones where like you have energy,
Yeah.
where like
But that's how
Yeah.
they
so like you can only perform like a limited number of actions and you have to wait like 12 hours.
That's how they
Yeah, I
make
hate
their
that
money.
because-
This makes me so angry.
Because it's free game, so it's like, oh, well now that's how they make their money, isn't it? It's like where games have really. It's like in Hearthstone, like the advancement of that game is buying new packs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to get a new pack it takes a while.
But with Hearthstone, you can keep playing. Like
Yeah.
you don't actually reach a point where you
don't-
physically can't do
Yeah,
anything.
you don't have to either just wait until like
Yeah,
you
no,
get
no,
something or you have to pay real money.
Yeah.
You never reach that point.
Yeah.
I suppose that is how they monetize the game, though, isn't it? Just
Yeah.
to sort of introduce that option of speeding things up.
Yes. Which is, you could say it's like the free-to-play game. Free-to-play game is like, oh, the progression, the money is speeding it up.
Yeah.
Like, you can read my article on Game Theory Insights about...
games being pay to win.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
And the free-to-play model. What is free-to-play? Or what is pay-to-win? I can't
What
remember.
is play to win?
What is game?
Play to win. That's where you have to play,
Play to
to
win.
win. You've got to be in the race to win.
That's most video games. Not all video games, though. Not all, but not most, you know?
With EVE Online, you could argue you won if you didn't play and didn't have your money stolen.
Yeah, Sphinx. Like, I don't use my
Although, did
money.
you know that Iceland is the country for this year's like Eve annual Mad Party? Apparently.
What, like EVE COD?
Yeah.
Do you know what's exciting?
Because I saw a poster when I went through the Keflavik airport.
Okay.
There was like a poster of like Reykjavik with like some spaceships above it. I was like, wait, are they from Eve Online? And then there was like
Yes.
annual Eve Mad Night. I was like, oh.
Speaking of conventions, Eurovision, Saturday. Are we excited?
I didn't. What?
I have heard there's
what-
a
was it
bearded
this
lady.
Saturday, or is it-
I've heard
No,
there's a beautiful bearded lady.
It will be on the Saturday before this comes out. This is we're pre-recording this.
This is-
this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
It'll be on last Saturday.
I'll be honest. I'm not going to watch it.
I'm probably
I'm
not.
not a big fan of Eurovision.
You'll be on the weekend away though, so you might.
Yeah. Well, I'll be away anyway. Well, yeah. I'm not a big fan of Eurovision. I think. I'm not that big a fan of like sort of talent shows, sort of Britain's Got Talent, X Factor type thing. Anyway,
Yeah,
I think
But Phil, Australia's in it.
that is true.
goodness knows why. Goodness only knows why.
No, it's
Why?
because apparently it's like the 20th anniversary or
Do
something
you reckon
mad.
do you reckon they
So,
snuck it?
so just like they
'Cause
just snuck
they were
in.
like, yeah, no, we're New South Wales. And I was like, Wales is in Europe. That could work.
It's like we could get that in.
Although the thing is, like, I've heard that like the winners get to choose where it's hosted next
No,
year.
the winners host it. Or if they can't, the winners host it.
So it's just like Eurovision
When
in
did
Australia.
Azerbaijan win it?
The year before they hosted it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is though, if Australia coming in is good because they're surely going to vote for us.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eurovision is just a big sort of.
Like, why don't we get
It's-
Canada and India in as well? Because we get more votes.
It's a big political thing, isn't it? Of sort of who votes for who.
Russia and Ukraine are not going to vote for each other this year.
No,
I imagine they
probably
would
not.
too.
Do you reckon Ireland will vote for us this time?
Ooh, I
They
don't
usually
know.
do.
I don't
But no, because Prince Charles shook the hand of the Sinn Féin leader. So I think
Well-
I think he's trying to get us votes. I think that's
I'm
what
not
he's
really in on the. On
Yeah,
the
I
Eurovision
don't
politics,
know.
I'll be
I don't
honest.
know.
I reckon. What are your predictions? Who's going to win, Phil?
Goodness knows. I'm back in. I want to see Finland win.
I reckon
Go
Russia.
Finland.
I reckon Russia are going to win this time.
No,
You
I've
reckon
heard.
Russia are going to win.
I reckon Russia are going to win.
No, I've heard that there's a beautiful bearded lady, which like.
That was last time, and that was Austria.
Oh.
And Austria
Oh.
won.
Oh.
So they're hosting. It's in Vienna. But
Oh, she won.
Well, I was
Yeah.
gonna say I'm
She's
rooting for the bearded lady, but clearly she won. So
What was the name?
Colin.
No,
Colina.
no, it had like a
Jeff.
My name, Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
I don't know her name. His name. I don't know. I'm confused.
Because I remember
go
reading a lot about it on Facebook, but
Yeah.
because I don't watch.
They won.
I don't really watch Eurovision.
They can sing.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. They won.
They did.
You're right there.
I'm good. Thanks, Phil. Thanks for asking. You good?
I'm great.
The thing is, we're predicting who we think's gonna win, but by the time you're listening to
Yeah,
this,
you'll
you'll
know.
know.
So
Yeah, but they will instantly know if they're right or not.
yeah. Well, no, but like, what's the point in predicting it if?
What? What's not the
It's literally just for the
So
purpose
who do we
of our
think has won?
conversation.
Russia? Almost certainly.
Phil thinks.
Now, I'm gonna go Portugal.
Or maybe Australia, Mike. I don't know. Australia could claim.
Australia is a bit of an oddball.
Russia, I think, are going to win.
Okay.
they're big.
Simon goes Portugal.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Finland.
Okay. One of the three of us. No, that's not true at all, because we could all be wrong.
We could.
We're
It's
probably
unlikely
all
we're wrong.
There's a lot of countries in Europe.
There's more than 3 in Europe.
But we said 4. Oh, but one of them's not in Europe.
Yeah.
Is Russia well?
Well, it is.
A bit.
No, it's not well. Yeah,
Some
most
of-
of it's not.
Yeah.
What about the Ukrainian bit?
What about Israel? Israel are in Eurovision, aren't they?
Yeah, they're also in the Euros football.
Yeah.
You're not in Europe.
They're not
in
be that.
They're in Wales's group, and every time it's like, oh no, you're not even in Europe. Get out of it. Wales could qualify this year, though. I'm excited.
Was this the first year that all the home nations might qualify?
Yeah,
Or something like that.
Except Scotland might not,
Scotland.
probably.
Football.
Football is on FIFA. That's our video link. So before we go on to the, are we gonna go? Are we done with these topics?
Yeah, by all means, let's go on to the
before we go
regular
on to the
feature.
news
Oh.
and the weather. Can we?
Oh, we're doing the weather
We
as
can
well.
do some. No, we're not. That'd be completely random. That'll be the weather for 5 days before the podcast comes out.
Oh yeah.
Then everyone's already.
Maybe
lived.
next time.
Everyone's already lived through.
Maybe next time we'll do it.
Maybe. I'm not promising anything. We need to show some people because it needs to be done. So I might as well do it here rather than my own audio blog, which I'm going to do. I was going to do, but now I'm not.
Exclusive.
You guys were invited. I'm doing an esports talk show.
Oh.
I mean, Phil, you're invited to do the first one. We'll probably record it today. You're more than welcome to attend, but you know nothing about EULCS.
That is true.
Okay. We have some people that are helping out our channel at the moment, which is quite exciting.
Bit of cross promotion.
A bit of cross promotion. The dream is cross promotion. It might just be one way promotion.
Delicious.
Who knows if they'll promote us. But yeah, there's some channels. If you look to the right of this video, audio thing, there will be.
There's not a video of us.
Right, it's the
I was
same.
pointing, but then I was like, wait.
The best thing is you're both pointing opposite directions. So there you can see it. There's a channel that says our partners, and it's got all of them. And then you can go look at their channels and give them a like and subscribe and tell
Isn't
them.
that where the recommended video
No,
is?
it's above the recommended videos as our partners.
Okay.
So we've got. Oh God, I don't want to. If I name them all, I'll have to name all of them, and I'll forget someone. But we're going to try for it. Okay, we're going to try it. We got. This is done blind, by the way. So sorry if I forget you. We've got Darkison Media. This is already going badly. We've got Mega Crafters, who I might be doing a cross let's play with. I don't know yet. We're still in discussion. We got Mr. Spaghetti, but his channel on there is wrong because he's using another channel at the moment. So he's also from Iceland. That's a
I love it.
link
Well,
back.
yeah,
Oh, yes.
maybe he'll be at Eve. Cool.
Maybe he will. There's Noel Gaming, and there is
Joyeux Noel.
one more. And it's
What about the one that sounds like Harry Day?
that's Mega Crafters, kind
Oh.
of. And then there's
Minecraft
this guy
doesn't sound at all like Happy
no,
Day.
but his voice does.
Oh.
And then there's
Shout out to Harry
Milan
Day.
Stovijovic, maybe. I can't pronounce his last name anyway, and I'm blind, so I'm doing it from memory. But his picture is like some albatrosses or something.
Cool.
It's cool.
So shout out to all of those.
Shout out to all of those guys. Sub for sub.
Go
Yeah.
check out. Go check out
Go
their
check them
stuff.
out. Give us some views, give them some love.
to all of our immensely loyal fan base. That's out there.
Okay, we are the smallest channel in this group.
I love it.
As of subscribers, but of views we're not. So
Well, that's a good start.
no, that shows people see our videos and don't like it enough to subscribe.
That's not. When you put it that way.
I think it's because of the lack of content we put out, to be fair. And it's because all our content's audio. We should be on SoundCloud. It's like, go back to SoundCloud! It's like, I don't want to.
It's like, please.
It's scary there. There's no sub button. Yeah, that's that. Go check them out, and I'll keep you posted on anything that happens with them or other business ventures that I may or may not be looking into. Announce if we do anything on their channels here, so that we can get people to go watch them on their channels.
Get some cross cooperation team going on.
Exactly.
Some madness.
So watch this space, because the podcast might contain them in the near future. Well, maybe not.
One of them is from Iceland, so it might be a bit difficult to get to fly them over here.
Yeah, they're not wrong.
Potentially. Keep your eyes peeled.
Keep your eyes
What to say? Watch this space.
Watch the skies for an Iceland play. Anyway, should we go on?
With that, over to Simon with the news.
That's usually where we put the Squarespace ad, by the way.
The Squarespace.
That's because it's the one that's sponsored.
What is the Squarespace?
We're not going to tell people what Squarespace is unless they want to sponsor us.
Oh.
Don't look up Squarespace.
Sponsor us anyway, though.
We love Squarespace. Yeah.
They owe us advertising money now.
Do they?
Yeah,
Oh.
we mentioned them.
Ah,
Coming from
cool.
we will find you.
Squarespace.
Right, over to
So
Simon.
anyway, the news. Right.
Are you on the HuffPost?
Look, I just
Simon!
I just googled it.
The Huffington Post is not a good news website.
The GTI podcast
Well, no,
does
apparently
not,
this
not
is-
endorse HuffPost.
Apparently, this is good news, though.
Okay, I love it.
Okay, so this video game perfectly depicts the struggles of every cat owner.
Is it No Luca No?
It does sound a lot like no
Exactly the
Luca.
struggle.
No, the video game is called My Garbage Cat Wakes Me Up at 3 AM every day.
That's a catchy name right there.
I think we should play that game.
So
let's play.
the role of the cat which you play as is to just knock everything over and try and wake your owner up. And apparently, in addition to doing that, you can meow and cry all the time and knead with your dumb little paws. And then apparently, when you finally get your owner to wake up,
Right.
he's just like, "Why are you this way?"
That's pretty much, that does
Why?
sound like, I don't own a cat, but that does sound like, if I did, what I would be like.
I do, and it's the reason why I firmly shut my door every night.
Every night.
I think we should let's play that game.
What's it called? Oh wait, no.
My garbage
ran
cat
out-
wakes me up at 3 AM every day.
Okay. Is it cost? Is it pricey?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't say that.
If that game's not free, I'll be so sad.
It was made by Will Herring.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out to Will Herring.
If you want to sponsor us, be our guest. Please.
We'll do a let's play.
We will do a let's play. We'll do a let's play anyway. Potentially.
Don't tell
Maybe.
them that.
Potentially.
No, don't tell them that.
Now that you've said that, we have to do one.
I added the potentially.
That's not true, because we say we do a lot of things. Like, be successful.
Yeah.
And have viewers.
And have 4 people every time.
I know.
Last time we had a studio audience.
Yeah.
They said like 2 things.
Well, yeah, they're a studio audience.
That's true.
Not supposed to say much.
Well, anyway, moving on.
Next item.
Next item. Huh? Video game to add playoff beards to new version.
Playoff beards.
Okay, so it's like a ice hockey game.
No, hang on. You are saying beards, aren't you?
Yeah, like,
Yeah, beards.
just hair.
Like
I was saying
facial.
facial
Yeah,
hair.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good. I'm glad we
So
cleared that.
it's like a ice hockey sport game.
NFL.
I don't know anything about
NFL.
American.
Okay.
NHL.
Sports.
NHL.
No, NHL.
NHL.
Yeah. NHL 16
Right.
from EA Sports.
It's
Okay.
a new game.
And the comment which they've said, the company said on its website, is one of the oldest and most iconic traditions of hockey has arrived with accurate representations of beard patterns, length, thickness, and
What?
growth rates
Okay, so
for
basically-
individual players. The road to the Stanley Cup has just got hairier.
I imagine.
They've added really detailed
No,
bits.
I imagine what this is because there are some sports, but I know there are some footballs who do this as well. Is if their team is in contention for something, they won't shave their beard until their team achieves that.
Who was it? There was the whole city.
And then like
Tom
at the
Huddleston.
beginning of it, like they might have nothing,
And
or
at
just
the
like
end
a
of
tiny
it,
bit of stubble, but by the end
Santa
it's like
Claus.
Tom Huddleston did a thing where he wouldn't cut his hair until he scored a goal, and then he had like a horrific goal drought, and it just got so big. Like he just had this monstrous afro.
His goal must have been a head.
I can't remember, but
he
like
just caught it in his hair.
He just like walks it in.
he finally scored a goal, and he like ran to the sidelines, and his coach like whipped out a pair of scissors, and he cut a bit off. He was just like, yeah, finally,
That's so
I
gross.
can finally get a haircut.
I bet his mom was like, "Oh, thank God."
You look nasty.
His
like
wife was so shocked.
She was just like, I've never been happier about a goal in my life.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about
It's beards, isn't
that.
it?
It's
that.
beards.
I've never played an NHL game. Never planned to play an NHL.
I haven't either. I've
Would
never
you-
even watched ice
I've
hockey.
played the Madden one. Well, not the Madden one. The
NHL.
Madden hockey equivalent.
Yes, at NHL.
Yeah. It was alright if you're into ice hockey.
I'm not.
It's a good game, I guess.
Couldn't say I care.
None of us are. Ice hockey is quite
Boring.
Oh,
Violent.
brutal.
Oh,
Canadian. I'm just
Although
shocked.
one thing those games do have, they have like a brawl feature built in.
What's he just?
So like, yeah, no, genuinely, there will be bits in the game where you have a fight, and then it becomes like Wii Fit boxing, where you have to like punch the other guy down, like because it embraces that the violent side of ice hockey.
Well, there you go.
Like, that
There
is
you go.
built into the game. So yeah,
ice hockey, violent sport.
with beards.
Is that all
apparently.
of the news you've got?
No, I've been saving the best till last.
All right, I love
Better
it.
than the beards and the cats.
Video game strategy guide found in Osama bin Laden's compound.
Oh
What was the game?
no! What was the game?
Was it Sim City?
Surely Call of Duty. Command and
Delta
Conquer.
Force Extreme 2.
Of course
Extreme
it was.
spelt with an X and no E.
Wait, that's a paintball game, isn't it? I'm sure that's a paintball game.
Delta Force is a paintballing place.
Yeah.
Shut
But
up.
there were a whole load of other really random books that were also found there, including Art Educational, the Journal of National Art Educational Association, Islamic Art as an Educational Tool about the Teaching of Islam.
That's such a long list. You do not need to.
It's
Don't
such a
read it all
long
now.
list.
He had a lot of books.
There were a
Yeah.
lot of books from
Well, if you're saying in like
fake USOAs.
It wasn't a hut though. It was
Okay,
quite a
a
big
mansion.
compound. Like it was
It's a
like
compound.
yeah.
What else would you do all day other than read and play League? I imagine.
It's like he played a lot of League.
And apparently played Delta Force Extreme 2.
Yeah, that's why I bought the strategy guide.
He also had a GameSpot video game guide.
The GameSpot video game guide.
Yeah. A guide to just video games in general, I'm
That's
guessing.
brilliant.
He loved. So Osama bin Laden was a gamer.
He also had a Guinness Book of World Records Children's Edition.
Of course, it was the children's.
It was from 2008 as well.
Of
It
course.
doesn't get out much, does it? Come on.
No, really not.
Did you hear there was like a news article about? I mean, the fact that there's a news article about this is a bit questionable, but it was about a kid who kicked his football into Osama bin Laden's compound. It was just like,
Didn't the Sun Bin Laden give it back?
yeah, no, they gave it back, and the kid was just like, great. It was. I don't know why that made the news. It was like a kid has kicked his football because this was after they found out where the compound was.
Obviously.
After they like killed him. So
Killed him.
yeah, the story was just like, oh, conspiracy. There was just a news story like, this is a kid who kicked his football into Osama bin Laden's compound. It's like, great. Why is
Thanks
that?
for
Why
that.
is that
Thanks.
a news story?
Why is that on page 2?
The kid was like, why am I on page? Why? I just kicked a football over.
And then I went to get it and I got it. It was
Yeah.
great.
So there you go. Like sometimes I wonder why things like that are in the news.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Osama bin Laden was a
Gamer.
he loved
And he loved to read as well.
he
I
loved
feel
to
like
read
Delta
about
Force
games.
1 killed one of our potential viewers. I have mixed feelings about this.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't know what Delta Force 1 is.
They're like, pew pew people.
What, the paintballing people?
No, the people who shot him.
Oh, you mean
the
Osama
Americans.
bin Laden may have been a potential viewer?
He likes games.
But does he speak English?
Nah.
He speaks Arabic, I imagine.
Well, we
Or
don't.
did.
It doesn't anymore, obviously.
Well.
Question mark.
Oh,
This
so there you
this
go.
podcast
yeah.
is
Should we cut
political.
it?
Should we?
Should we cut it dead there?
We can cut it dead
We'll
if he says
we'll
that.
bring it down. Right. So this has been the Game Theory Insights podcast with Phil, and Simon. Yeah. Thanks for listening.